Hello out there. How's everybody doing? Is everybody fair conservative in New York? Christopher Wright. Here with you with another one of my momentous walk and talk videos. What's today's walk and talk going to be about? Well, I'm not going to be walking too far because I'm at the park right now here in Brooklyn. And I'm about to be playing a little bit of wall ball soon after this is all said and done. So I'll keep it short and sweet. But it is about what everybody's talking about, of course, yada, yada. It's the coronavirus. COVID-19 or whatever they want to call it, the other name they have for it. But you guys can pretty much see what my stance is on it. You can see where I'm at. I'm out in the park now, so I'm not stressing. I just went for a run, and now I'm about to play a little bit of wall ball, like I said earlier. Here in New York, they're taking it pretty serious, though, man. A lot of the Democrat-ran states, the Californias of the world, the New Yorks, they're taking it very, very serious. I know New Rochelle has already did like a shutdown in the New Rochelle, New York area. And here they're telling, all restaurant owners, club owners, people that, own bars, that, it's shut down. So a lot of the restaurants here and everything like that are closed. Luckily we have a lot of corner stores and bodegas here in New York. So, a lot of them, are still open up right now, so you can still get what you need. But, I've done the basics, I'm not stressing. Like I said earlier, I got the bare necessities. I went to the grocery shop and just got didn't go all crazy with toilet paper, don't get me wrong. Didn't go through all that. But I did go to the grocery store, get some spaghetti, some noodles, and, just the bare necessities. Anything else I needed a little bit more of, I got. And, I'm good for a few weeks. So I don't think they're talking like April 20th. They got Cuomo, Governor Cuomo, and Mayor de Blasio. I don't want to say his other name on here, keep it PG, but, they got them talking about how they're going to do what's it called, home sheltering, or something along those lines, where what that is pretty much you're telling New Yorkers they're going to have to stay home pretty much. No, I don't know if that necessarily means a curfew or not, because I know some areas they got like an 8 p.m. curfew they're doing, but he's pretty much saying no leaving the house, and I'm pretty sure that means all age ranges, elderly, young people, kids, everybody. So, like I said, they're taking it very serious, man, and it's not a surprise. And if you ask me, for one, this is China's virus. Let's keep it real here, man. People are trying to get Trump and politicize this, and it's nothing to be politicized. It's something to be taken very seriously. We should be coming together as Americans to really settle this issue. But the fact that the media is taking this and politicizing it, trying to go after Trump with it, attack Trump with it, saying, oh, look what's going on with the economy, the stock market, this is your fault. This is your virus, calling the Trump virus in some outlets, which is just crazy to me. Because, like I said, if anybody who's done research knows this virus started off in China. And it started out in China, and so a lot of people are saying it's because of the foods they eat, the bat meats out there. So, all the stuff like that. So they're making statements where, they're trying to, politicize this whole situation where it's nothing to be politicized. And it's backfiring on them, in my opinion, because the media is already losing a lot of trust in this country. And what they're doing with the economy and the fact that it's getting affected the way it is, it's causing a lot of issues. And it's insane, because if you looked at even previous viruses in the past, like for example, when we had the Ebola virus under Obama, or in the swine flu, I think Ebola was a couple years back, but when we look at the swine flu, H1N1, back in when Obama was president, that was a situation where 12,000 Americans died before he called it a national emergency. And that's when Vice President Joe Biden was helping him out on that one. So, and the stock market wasn't affected, but we have an issue right now where this is like a 98%, non-mortality rate, where there's 98% chance you won't die if you catch this virus. They had a 106-year-old woman that I saw survived this virus. So this is nothing like, this isn't like life or death, God forbid, if you get the virus. But you see other countries that are like, countries that have the universal health care, the Italys of the world, they're struggling with it, with the wide open borders. A lot of European countries you see having issues. And so, if anything, what we should learn from this is, for one, we need to secure our borders, man. And so, the president was right about that. And hopefully, a lot of the rest of the country will get the bigger picture now of the importance of securing the borders, not just stopping criminals from coming over here, but in case of, a world spread disease, will be more secured in other countries. But I think the president's done a great job. He was, he was on top of this since January. He was looking at the whole issues when it came to this coronavirus. He, did the travel ban with China back in January of this year. So he was already, securing the borders at an early time frame. So you gotta give him credit for that. Now he's mentioning that they're doing a stimulus as well, as some people heard, like they're saying, for people being out of work for this period of time, because at the moment, a lot of businesses are closed down and they're not telling their employees an exact date of when they're going to be opening up shop again. So, New York, the economy in this country is very important. New York economy is always running. So, a lot of people are going to be out of work for a bit of time. And so he's offering a stimulus package of, I believe it's $1,000 for, I want to say per month while people are out of work or something along those lines like that. Well, how do I feel about that personally? It's kind of hit and miss with me. I kind of understand where it's coming from, but I feel the issue is media. That's who's really jacking everything up, because the media blowing this up and politicizing the situation and getting the stock market acting the way it's acting, and I think it's mainly the media, but I also think it's the Democrat debates. I think the American people are seeing it like we'll get stuck with one of these Democrats for the next term, we're going to be screwed. So that's not helping anything. The Joe Bidens and the Bernie Sanders of the world. But anyways, move on from that, back to what I was saying, where, that's affecting it. So the people are seeing this and they're having serious issues with, how the media has that kind of control. And I think a lot of that's going to backfire on them. And I think a lot of the Democrats that are also politicizing this as well, they're going to see the effects of it in the next upcoming election. So, that's pretty much my take, with the stimulus. I mean, I've been saving my money up and doing what I had to do on my end. I get paid salary, so I'm not really stressed it anyways. But, for those out there that need help, man, that really genuinely need, working hard and, are getting paid hourly and doing everything they're doing right, and they just need that little boost. I can't see it being wrong. Over time, a period of time, yes, it could be a problem. And that's why we need to get over this hump of this, the coronavirus, all the hype and media hype of it. Because, like I said, in my lifetime, I've seen worse viruses where a lot of more Americans died that were treated with less hype than this. So, what I'm saying? I'm not stressing. You see where I'm out and about, about to take it by playing wall ball when I'm done talking with you guys. And, enjoy my day. It's a beautiful day here in New York, man. I got my Veterans of New York t-shirt on. Shout out to the Veterans of New York. It's a group with my friend Colin that started out here. And, I go to, I'm not a veteran myself. My dad's a veteran, but he invites me to the events because he sees what I'm doing, for freedom of speech and everything like that, getting the word out there for all my fellow patriots out there. So he, said, come by and check out a couple of the meetings here and there. So I come out and hang out with them at the group meetings they have. But I want to send them a quick shout out to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service. God bless all you guys. But that's today's, walk and talk pretty much, man. How we here in New York, man, we got Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio pretty much politicizing it, trying to, do what they can. But I'll give, Cuomo credit. He did say that he will take full blame for whatever happens, how people feel about what's going on in New York, because he did everything on a state level of shutting down the city pretty much. So, I give him credit for taking that. But, like I said, it's nothing to stress about. Make sure you got plenty of food to get by for the week, and let's go from there. So that's all I have to say. God bless everybody out there listening, like always, and God bless the United States of America. Peace out.